Well, our training camp coverage continues. Brian Higgins, Garrett Williams here. As we got you your first full day of pads. You got the leg pads on here today. You're a week in. How you feeling right now, a week into this?
I feel really good. I'm excited. I see the team working hard. Everybody's working towards a better goal. I can't wait for the season to start.
And, I mean, literally, physically, how you feeling? I mean, it's been hot out here. You got the pads going. You look good. You feeling good?
Yeah, I feel really good. I'm doing a lot to take care of my body, even though I'm not feeling necessarily any aches and sores. But, got to do the little things so I can be ready for the season.
It's a very different role for you, I'd say, on this day this year than it was last year. You had pretty much locked down the starting spot at this point last year, but you kind of knew who you were with, right? Yeah. If he was out there, Cisco was out there, Trill was out there, and then it was you. How different is it this year that list starts with you this time around?
It's definitely different, but, change is good. I'm excited to be able to help lead everybody coming behind me, and I think we have a lot of talented guys, and we're going to make a lot of plays in the secondary this year.
Well, you personally certainly proved yourself last year, and because of all those guys mentioned, and we've talked about it last year, you got tested unbelievably in the first half of last season. How is that experience going to pay off now this year that you've basically seen everything defenses can throw your way?
It's going to help out a lot. I'm not going to be flustered in any situation because I feel like I've seen just about any situation that can be thrown at me. So if anything, it just gives me more confidence knowing there's nothing I haven't seen and that I can withstand it and do good against anything that's thrown at me.
Do you almost maybe have to go back to what Iffy did in the first half of last season before you kind of showed everybody what was what, that you may not have to do all that this year in some ways because you've proven it. The balls may not be coming your way early in the season.
Yeah, whether the balls are coming to me or not, I'm going to stay prepared. I'm always be locked in, and I'm going to make sure I'm helping out whoever's beside me and anybody in the secondary so that we're all on one accord and that we're playing good.
Well, you know how it went in the secondary last year, too. We mentioned all that group, and Andre got hurt early in the season. Trill got hurt midway through, and we saw the young guys. We saw Jihad Carter out there. We saw Rob Hanna. And now you're going to see those guys starting with you more likely than not. How did they come along late last year that has kind of set them up for this role this year?
Yeah, I feel like they took really big strides, same along with me as well, and I feel like the biggest thing that helped from last year is coming into this fall and even during spring, understanding one another and being able to play off one another, knowing what each of us are going to do without necessarily having to say anything.
And that's got to be key last year because when they were true freshmen on the field, there had to be a lot of talking back and forth.
Yeah,
right?
It was a lot of talking, sometimes a lot of miscommunication, but we've got a lot of that ironed out, and I feel like this season we're going to be on one point, we're going to be ready to go.
All right, Jason Simmons is a new guy in your group transferring in from New Mexico State. He's made himself noticed out there on the practice field. What's this guy done to integrate in the group this quickly?
Aggressiveness, energy, everything that fits the 3-3-5. He meshes well with the team, the energy. I'm really glad that we have him on our team.
I'm glad you said 3-3-5. Second year of this. Do you, as a whole group of 11, a whole group of however many defensive guys are on the roster, how much more comfortable do you feel with just the whole scheme now than maybe at this time last year?
A lot more because, we didn't have spring ball last year, so, we're installing things and we're still figuring out during camp, whereas now we're at this point in camp and we're calling new calls and we're just rolling. Everybody knows what they're doing it fast, we're making plays. So I'm excited to see how it's going to work during the season because everybody's ready to go now.
One last guy I got to ask you about is the freshman in your group, Deuce Chestnut. He comes in with a lot of accolades. Yeah. That doesn't necessarily mean you're ready right out of the chute. How has he looked so far in camp?
Really good. Deuce, he fits the mold of the 3-3-5 as well. Really aggressive, energy, and he fits the mold of the group. Meshes well with us, and I can't wait to see him play this year.
All right, lastly, Garrett, from now to the opener at Ohio, what's in store here? What do you need to accomplish in the next few weeks?
I just got to keep getting better, leading everybody. And then the team as a whole, we just got to keep working, and just take each game one game at a time.
All right, there he is, Garrett Williams. 1 week of camp complete.